all three of us right there. All three of us talking to you right there. So which one looks better here? Okay, I'm just testing this in NVIDIA Broadcast Studio here. I don't know why I sound like this on camera. I'm just trying to get all natural with it. So far, I don't know. I don't like how I sound. What do y'all think? I'm getting a lot of green bleed with this. I think it definitely has to do with this microphone here. I think as the color changes, it's reflecting off my skin and it's affecting the chroma key removal. Let's transition over to this one. This one's a bit fuzzy. That's pretty darn fuzzy. I don't really like that. That is the chroma key removal for OBS Studio itself. So maybe I can do a little adjustment on that on the fly. Let's look at that, see how it looks. Go ahead and take a look at this. We're going to adjust this a little bit, this chroma key. Give me 1 second, y'all. Just, I might not talk for a minute. Let's see how it looks. I don't know if I can get rid of that fuzzy. Boy, that cleared it up right there, though, but it get really green. Great. That's not bad. Y'all, you're not seeing what I'm doing here, so give me a minute. Maybe I cut it out later. I don't know. Smoothness right there. And maybe it has a lot to do with my GPU. I'm sure I probably need to upgrade that as well. Let's transition, see if it changed any. No, not really. Put a little bit more color back in my face, maybe. Let's try to turn off the light here and see what happens there. I don't know if I'm turning it off or not. What's going on here? All right, well, never mind on that. Let's leave the light on. I'll have to figure that out later. Going to transition back to this main split screen shot. So as you can see, there's the regular view of me, and then there's the background removal. Definitely has to do with my lighting, is what I'm going to say. It's all lighting right now is what I'm seeing here. Let's try to, let's see how the overlay looks here for that one. I mean, I'm hidden back in there. I mean, that's kind of cool. Pretty three-dimensional, I guess. I don't know. That's how I want to be. That's the OBS Studio chroma key removal. Let's, I'm going to try adding a different one on it. Let's do the Chrome. We'll replace this. Okay, add a source here. Video capture device. Existing. Going for the NVIDIA Broadcast. Shrink that bad boy up. Oh, that's so cool. I think that'll look cool. We'll see how this looks. Okay, we'll transition into that. Look at there. Okay, so it's definitely a color or a lighting issue, it looks like. Yeah. I mean, I like that one. Let's see. It also don't bleed me behind the text with the OBS chroma key removal. I am, as you noticed earlier, oh, there it goes. I guess I'm still a little invisible. It still makes you a little invisible, kind of transparent with the text there somewhat, but I guess the NVIDIA Broadcast Studio is a little better at this than the OBS chroma key removal. Tell me what you think. If you know anything about setting this up a little better, adjusting the transparency on that, or just adjusting the on this one here I'm about to show. There we are, all three of us right there. All three of us talking to you right there. So which one looks better here? 1, 2, or 3, you tell me. I'm definitely going with number 2, but it could use the lighting of number 3 for sure. I definitely don't like the transparency that's happening here with the chroma key removal for OBS. That would be number 3 there. Number 1, of course, is just straight camera, no effects whatsoever. I'm using the split screen setting in my NVIDIA here. Let me set up a screen for that, and I'll show you real quick. We're just going to set up a scene, call it NVIDIA scene. And then I'm going to add a window capture here. And we're going going to say NVIDIA window capture. I don't know if you know anything about OBS. Tell me if you want to learn about how to set this up, and I'll create a video for how to set up OBS to do what I'm doing right now. Okay, select a window to capture that NVIDIA Broadcast right there. Okay, give me 1 second, Shaw. I'm going to add a audio input to that. And add existing, mic mix, boom. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of the settings I'm working with here. And kind of show you how this works. Let me just transition into that. And here we go, right here. So this is NVIDIA Broadcast settings right here. And as you can see, I'm in the video setting. I have the split screen here, as you can see there. On the right is with these, with the virtual background here added. And as you can see, I got it set to remove your background and replace with transparent frame. Now you can do this, any backgrounds you got behind you. You don't have to have the green screen like I got. It's just a lot easier on the GPU if you have the green screen to pull it out and remove it. You have a lot less bleed over from the colors and stuff like that. So yeah, save a little snapshot there. Bow, flip preview, you know. Anyway, I can switch the camera here. It's saying that it's busy because it's being used by OBS right now. So right here, I'll go back to back to that one, do some audio effects. Right here I got, this is actually the input that I'm using for the sounds you're listening to right now. And really all I have added to it's the noise removal microphone effect, because every effect you add puts more load on the GPU. Right now I'm just running with 6 GB virtual on this laptop. I'm running everything through right now, just kind of see how much I can get out of that. So that's why I'm not using Studio Voice here, as you can see either. You can see it's showing the output right there. You can test this, and when you do this, you'll record and you can listen to what the input sounded like, and then you can listen to what the output sounded like, so you can kind of see if you really needed the effect or not. Maybe there was a difference, maybe there wasn't. And then of course you have speaker effects. You know, I'm using Alexa back here. Alexa, say hi. Alexa, I'm doing a podcast thing. Say hello for everybody.
Announcing to all devices.
Okay, well.
From Living Room Echo. Hello everybody. On a related note, I just sent that announcement in my voice, but you can send them in your voice too. To do this, in the Alexa app, go to Settings, Communication, then Announcement
Okay, Alexa,
Preference.
I'm good. Go ahead and be quiet. Anyway, so there we go. Alexa said hi to everybody. I'm about to get off here. Let's see. Let me just get back in here. We're going to go ahead and do a quick transition over to You Tell Me. How do you like it? Number 1, 2, or 3? I'll do a little scroll through the screen here, give you a nice little choice to look at. So there, now I've got some overlap happening right there. Goodbye, everybody.